Now to continuing coverage of the crash that left a Madison police officer seriously injured.
The Monona police chief spoke to our Armand Rahman about the incident that went through Monona and what he hopes happens because of it. Armand?
That's right, Susan and Eric. The suspect behind the wheel of this very long chase behind me that happened Saturday afternoon, Christopher Brugger, eventually crashed into a Madison squad car, sending Officer Ryan Kimberley to the hospital. The video stopped short of that moment. Brugger is now facing multiple charges, but has yet to be formally charged.
It is a moving death machine if in the hands of the wrong person.
That's how Monona Police Chief Brian Cheney described the tow truck 36-year-old Christopher Brugger was allegedly driving recklessly Saturday afternoon. Monona police officers attempted to talk to Brugger at a gas station.
It's not clear to me at this point if the person was aware that the officer was even standing next to them, and then he took off, nearly striking people, nearly striking vehicles, endangering uninvolved persons in this community. We at that point have a duty to do something about it.
That something was a 4.5-mile chase, reaching speeds over 80 miles per hour, weaving through traffic, populated commercial areas, and more.
There was constant communications. They didn't travel into oncoming lanes of traffic. It looked like there was a lot of coordination.
Brian Landers is a former police lieutenant and law enforcement consultant.
There's going to be some people out there that say, why even chase? Law enforcement's in a very difficult situation. It's like damned if they do, damned if they don't.
Chase Saturday ended with Brugger allegedly hitting Madison police officer Ryan Kimberley and his canine Freddie.
We know this colleague, and so obviously we're human beings and there's a connection there, but we're also treating this like any other case we handled.
Brugger was in a similar chase in 2022, hitting and injuring an officer in Cheney's own department in Monona. Both Cheney and Landers say it hurts to see history repeat itself.
Yeah, if people want to be upset about this incident, they should probably be upset at the judges who don't put people behind bars for longer periods of time.
We almost lost a police officer in our community due to the reckless behavior of a repeat violent offender. And I appreciate the fact that questions are being asked and that there's probably, hopefully, going to be some more evaluation, certainly as it relates to this case, but hopefully in other cases moving forward.
And Kimberley remains in the hospital in stable condition. A GoFundMe for him can be found linked to our coverage on channel3000.com.